For 4th of July, I, 18F, went to my town's local park. It was a whole little festival, and I am the only one that went. My town has a local pageant thing, and I am the head of its court, which means I was in my full getup for this. And there was a girl campaigning, and I decided to help. My parents are divorced, and I live with my mom. I invited my dad to come with me, and he said no. I told him that was fine because I was gonna be busy, and probably gonna be nonstop the whole time. That was that, but I was gonna stay at his house because it's closer than mine, and my family didn't want me driving that night. I was at the girls' table to keep watch of her stuff, and people interested came over, and I was talking to them. Then I saw my dad called twice and texted once in the span of like 2 minutes. So I answered and said something like, "Hey, I'm kind of busy talking to someone," and he said, "So you're ignoring me?" And I said, "Well, I'm talking to a customer." And he said, "So you're ignoring me?" And I sighed, because we had a similar incident last weekend I'll get into, and said something like, as nicely and calmly as I could, "I'm busy. What do you need?" And he yelled, "Excuse me?" and hung up. I turned back to the people and finished that business, and he texted me several times and I looked. Overall message was, and directly quoted, "Don't you ever treat me like I'm nobody or an inconvenience." And how I need to learn to excuse myself to take important phone calls because family is important. And directly quoted, "What do I need? Don't you ever fucking talk to me like you just did again." I just sat in my car and cried, because I didn't mean it in a rude way and was genuinely busy. And what he was overall texting about was me leaving and how I should leave, stuff that could have stayed a text. I told my mom and sister because I wanted to talk to someone, and my mom said, "I don't like how he's talking to you." And my sister is upset. What happened last weekend is it was a parade, and I had to get up early. He, my sibling and I, do good morning and good night texts. I didn't text because he doesn't like when it wakes him up and had my phone up for a couple hours. I was with my committee people who had their phones. And when I didn't respond until like 12:30 p.m., he was all, "You were busy this morning, and you have your priorities." And when I tried to defend myself, he was all, "You didn't have your phone at any point before this?" And not once before you texted did you think about me and be like, "Gee, I miss dad." And like I said, priorities. And I tried to defend myself again, and he told me to just drop it. And today, he's ignoring me. I think I could have handled the situation better, but I was overwhelmed. My mom told me that wasn't my responsibility, and he's always been like this. My sister is on my side and mad for me. I feel like an AH.